everyone, it's Alyssa, and today I'm going to be showing you a long-wearing cheer practice makeup look. And this should last throughout your entire practice. I say should because we all have different skin types, we all have different makeup that we can use. I tried to use the 24-hour long-wearing makeup, the waterproof stuff, just because, you know, you're going to be sweating a lot, it's going to be difficult to keep your makeup on. And I know that, like, it's not necessary to wear makeup to cheer practice. Like, I personally usually don't. The reason I decided to make this video is because I know there are people out there who do. And also, it came to, like, my brain thought because on the first day of school I had cheer practice and I had class right after. And I honestly didn't feel like showing up to class the first day, like, no makeup, spandex, t-shirt, like I just kind of wanted to look more put together, so I put makeup on to practice and then, you know, so I can wear it to my next class. So if you have to do something after practice, or if you're just feeling like looking a little more fancy, then I can totally help you out. One tip I strongly stand by, however, is do not wear eyeshadow to practice, just because, like, let me just show you this disgustingness of what happened the first day of school when I tried to wear eyeshadow to practice. Yeah, that's a nightmare. Didn't go well. I looked disgusting, creasing everywhere. I looked like I slept in last week's makeup and wore it to practice. Definitely use an eyeshadow primer. Even though I did use an eyeshadow primer, still didn't stay on. If you have a trick that makes eyeshadow withstand practice, and if that works for you, then you do that. It's just, for me, I can't wear eyeshadow. It just doesn't work. So let's just get straight into the video. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna want to do is, of course, prime and moisturize the face. I am going to be using my regular moisturizer, and this actually has the main ingredient as glycerin. And if you're, like, into makeup and all that, you know that's, like, what they use in primers, so I'm just kind of, like, using that as both. Definitely use a primer if you're going to be wearing makeup at practice, because your face makeup will slip right off. I personally wouldn't want to wear foundation just because, number one, I don't usually wear foundation, and number two, I feel like if I wore foundation to practice, it would just slip and slide everywhere. So I'm just going to be using some concealer for, like, problem areas. I'm going to be using the Benefit Boing Concealer. I chose this one because it says it's industrial strength. You know, industrial strength is much needed during cheer practice. So I'm just going to be applying that to, like, you know, wherever my heart desires. If you have perfect skin, you can skip this step. So I just concealed, like, whatever I wanted to. So of course, if we apply something to our face, we have to set it with a powder. So I'm going to be using the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I'm using this one because it's supposed to, or it claims to, make your makeup last a really long time. So I'm just gonna trust that statement. That's what I've been doing, and it seems to work for me. Like, I don't think I see my concealer going anywhere after practice, so, like, yeah. So next thing I'm going to be doing is applying blush and bronzer. This is totally optional. This is if you want to, like, go the extra mile. You can just leave it at this if you want to. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Papadum Peach Blush. This is my all-time favorite blush. It is the cutest thing in the entire world. So yeah, I'm going to be lightly applying this to the apples of my cheeks. If you have morning practices like I do, blush is, like, kind of important because it really, like, livens your face up and it makes you look, like, not dead and like you know, actually got, like, 6 hours of sleep in the morning. Like, who does that anymore? Alright, and I'm going to be using a long-lasting cream bronzer. I actually don't know what this is, like, the label rubbed off, but it's a stick bronzer and it's supposed to be, like, 24-hour, all that jazz, waterproof, so that's what I'm going to be using. And I just used my fingers to blend that in because, like, why not? So next I'm going to be doing my eyebrows. If you have perfect eyebrows, you can skip this step. When wearing makeup to any athletic, thing, like a cheer practice or going to the gym, just don't even bother using an eyebrow pencil. Like, that will be gone within the first 30 minutes if you're actually like working hard. You gotta use something really long lasting like the dip brow. This is the Anastasia dip brow in the shade dark brown. I'm going to be using a very, very light hand with this because it's like pretty intense, and I'm not going to be wearing that much eye makeup, so I'm just going to be ever so lightly filling my eyebrows in, just like, to make myself look presentable. Like, it didn't make a huge difference, but like it definitely like looks better, Okay, now that our eyebrows are done, I'm going to be moving on to my eyes, and all I'm going to be doing is curling my eyelashes and applying a waterproof mascara. This is an Estee Lauder one. It's I think it says Knockout, the Knockout mascara. And I honestly like to apply a lot of mascara. I like the look of like really super long eyelashes. It's like oddly super gloomy outside, which makes no sense because literally 2 days ago it was boiling hot at 106 degrees. So I don't get what Mother Nature is doing right now. Always remember to take the mascara off of your eyelid if you are super messy with your mascara like I am, because I'm pretty sure I've gone to school and I forgot to clean up my mascara mess, and I can never forgive myself for that. Alright, so the last thing I'm going to do is spray myself a lot with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. You can use any setting spray that you have, but this works really well. Going to cheer practice is definitely like pulling an all-nighter makeup wise, so I'm just going to spray this all over my face. And for lips, you can put anything you want on, lip gloss, some lipstick, but I just use chapstick. You can use whatever you want to use, but I always just, put on chapstick because it's the easiest thing in the world. Alright, so that is the completed cheer practice makeup look. I know I honestly don't really even look different, but it is definitely a step up from me not wearing makeup and going to class like that. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone!